Now we have to derive an expression for electric field at any point along the equatorial line of a dipole. So usually every year students are feeling a bit difficult to learn this derivation initially. So you also listen very carefully this derivation. First I will draw the dipole. This is a positive charge. This is negative charge. This is center of the dipole O. This distance is say A, this distance is another A. Okay, dipole moment direction is always from negative charge to positive charge. So this is dipole moment direction for this dipole. Now I need to draw an equatorial line. What is the definition of equatorial line? The line passing through center of the dipole and perpendicular to dipole axis. That means this one. Okay, on this dipole axis I have selected a point P which is at a distance r from the dipole. Okay, now I can comfortably calculate the electric field at a point P due to one charge. So that is electric field at this point is the force experienced by unit positive charge. So here I want to calculate electric field. Here I have to imagine unit positive charge. Unit positive charge is placed. Force experienced by this unit positive charge here is called electric field due to this charge. So that force will act along the line joining the charges. So that's why I have joined these two charges. Along this line force will act. So here this is positive, this is also positive, that's why it repels in this direction. So this is electric field due to positive charge. So this negative charge attracts this unit positive charge. So that's why electric field will act in this direction. This is E minus Q. See, these two distances are equal. So here a triangle is formed. This triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay, so these two angles are equal. I'll say this is theta, this is also a theta. I need to calculate this distance. I know two sides A and R. If you apply Pythagorean theorem, you will get this is R square plus A square. And this is also same square root of R square plus A square. See here electric field due to positive charge is in the direction like this. This is A, this is B of a dipole for example. Okay. Now here electric field will be in this direction. Resultant lies between them. To know the resultant electric field, I can use parallelogram law, that is one method. Or else I can even resolve these vectors. I will resolve this E plus Q into two components with respect to dipole axis. So that means horizontal component will be along the dipole axis and vertical component will be in this direction along the equatorial line. So when you resolve E plus Q, you will get E plus Q cos theta and E plus Q sin theta. Which one is cos and which one is sin? I have to decide. That can be decided only by knowing the angle. So from this isosceles triangle, if this angle is theta, see same line is extended. This is horizontal line, this is also a horizontal line. So that's why angle between these two is theta. If this is theta, this is adjacent E plus Q cos theta. I'll write plus Q in suffix, you also write like that. E plus Q cos theta. This is E plus Q sin theta. E plus Q sin theta, horizontal component and vertical component. Now I have to resolve this E minus Q into two components. One is along the dipole axis. That is, okay, another one is like this. Okay, when you resolve E minus Q, you will get E minus Q cos theta and E plus Q, E minus Q sin theta. That name I can give only by knowing the angle. So see here, this is theta, this is 90 degrees, That means this is 90 minus theta. I know angle between the two components is 90 degrees. If total angle is 90, if this is 90 minus theta, then this will be theta. So that's why this component is E minus Q cos theta. This is E minus Q sin theta. Okay. Now I need to calculate electric field at this point due to positive charge. See, I'm doing this process with only magnitude, not by using vectors. Electric field due to positive charge at point P is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge is Q divided by distance is square root of r square plus a square. R square plus a square under root whole square. Square root cancel. Okay, this is acting along AP. Okay, similarly I will calculate electric field due to negative charge. So that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by, that is also square root of r square plus a square whole square. That means the magnitude of electric field due to positive charge and negative charges are equal, but directions are different. This is along AP and this is along PB. Directions are different. This is along AP, this is along PB. Directions only different. That's why see here carefully, E plus Q and E minus Q are equal. Angle is same, then sin theta also same. That means vertical component of fields gets cancels out and horizontal components are gets added. So that's why net electric field along the equatorial line is E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta. These two are equal. So that's why I can write 2 times E plus Q or E minus Q. Whichever you like, you write, no problem. Into cos theta. This is the resultant electric field along the equatorial line. Okay. Now, okay, we are not representing vector form here, we are calculating only magnitude of electric field. So electric field along the equatorial line is 2 times electric field due to positive charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by square root cancel. So this is r square plus a square. And cos theta I have to calculate. Cos theta I will calculate from the right angle triangle here. Cos theta means adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is A. Hypotenuse is square root of r square plus a square. Also can be written as r square plus a square whole power 1 by 2. This is since cos theta is equal to A by square root of r square plus a square from right angle triangle. This is A, this is O, this is P. AOP. Electric field along the equatorial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q. This 2 I will write with A, that is 2A divided by. Now see here, bases are same, powers are 1.5. Bases are same, powers can be added. So 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. So this is r square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Okay, Q into 2A is dipole moment. So electric field along the equatorial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dipole moment divided by r square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. And if you want to express the same thing in terms of vector notation, I will write this is E bar equatorial line, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by square plus a square whole power 3 by 2, and I have to multiply with here unit vector. See here, vertical components gets cancels out. Electric field will be along this direction, horizontal. Okay, electric field will be in this direction. But if you see, dipole moment is opposite to the direction of resultant electric field. So electric field direction at any point along the equatorial line and the dipole moment are in opposite direction. That means angle between dipole moment and electric field is 180 degrees. So I have to multiply here unit vector with minus p cap. So this is the vector notation of electric field at any point along the equatorial line accurately without having any approximations. This is the true value. See, if we take assumption if r is greater than a, then a square is neglected. A square is neglected. A square if you neglect, you will get electric field along the equatorial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dipole moment divided by r square whole power 3 by 2, 2 to cancel r cube. So r cube into minus p cap. If you want to learn only magnitude, then answer is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r cube. Angle between dipole moment and electric field in equatorial line is 180 degrees. 180 degrees is also called as out of phase. Okay, this is very important point you have to remember. For example, I'll take a dipole. I want to calculate electric field at a distance d from the dipole. Along the axial line, electric field E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by d cube. If you want to calculate electric field along the equatorial line exactly at the same distance, for example, this is negative charge, this is positive charge, this is the direction of dipole moment. Along the axial line, dipole moment and electric field are in same direction. Because angle between dipole moment and electric field is 0, that means electric field will be in this direction. The magnitude of electric field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by d cube. Similarly, along the equatorial line at any point, electric field will be opposite to the direction of dipole moment. That means electric field will be in this direction. Electric field along the equatorial line will be opposite to the direction of dipole moment. Dipole moment is in this direction, that's why electric field will be in this direction. Angle between them is 180. Electric field magnitude is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r cube. So if you want to calculate a ratio of electric field along the axial line, electric field along the equatorial line is, see, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by d cube gets cancels out. Axial line is 2, equatorial line is 1, 2:1.